Yo, what's up my crypto legends? How's everyone doing? Let's analyze the situation for Bitcoin today. Also stock market. I'm going to show you my next potential scenario here for Bitcoin. Seems like it could play very, very well. We can analyze the situation right away, guys. Make sure to destroy that like button on your way in, guys. So smash the like button on your way in. And first of all, I'm going to go through the comment section right away, guys. Still not feeling 100%, as you can probably notice with my voice, but I'm here analyzing the charts, of course, only focusing mainly on Bitcoin and stock market, not doing much altcoins. I want to focus only on Bitcoin at the moment, as I'm not 100%. But yeah, smash the like button. People says MT, absolutely. In a short from 23,700, but pretty scared of a potential bounce from this area, being tempted to just take all profits right now. Hey, I've actually taken a little bit of profits, okay, at this range, and I'm going to explain right away, okay, from this short position that I am currently still in. It's not much, just a few $100s, which is, you know, fine with me. But yeah, let me just go through my next potential scenario, guys, because I think we could have a corrective move and get a massive bounce from this range, okay? Let me just explain this in just 1 second, okay? This is a trade that I entered here before yesterday at this level, explained on yesterday's live stream. I think there could be a potential big bounce here, guys. You know, there are some scenarios that indicate, hey, there is a possibility here for a bounce. On yesterday's live stream, guys, make sure to pay attention here 1 second, because on yesterday's live stream, we did talk about this level not being the last lower high. Yes, we have broken here from this kind of ascending channel, right, where we are having higher highs and higher lows, and we've got a support level, getting here a consolidation at this range, and it's finally kind of broken, right? Broken right there, some pretty decent volume to the downside, but this is not a really huge breakout from this structure. And let me quickly just briefly explain right away. When we see here the price action, when, you know, the last higher low is this one right over here, as we do create a higher high right there. So we got the higher low right over here. Sorry, this is not a higher low. The last higher low is this one, as this high does not break the highs, and this one does. So we haven't basically broken the structure. On yesterday's video, we talked about a potential swing failure pattern from this level over here. As you can see, this level over here is super important for that potential swing failure. That swing failure pattern has been created from the last higher low of this bullish structure that we've had here for over a week, okay, from the 21st of January trending to the upside. The possibility on this, I will be entering a long position, guys, if we do retrace down to the 50% 618 level, okay? It might happen live. Stop loss invalidation will be below this wick over here, which is exactly a daily level as well. We only tap that daily level, as you can see here. All right, that daily level is from the 11th and 12th of September. 12th and 13th of September, sorry. The open and the close and open, sorry. So, if we do correct down to the 618 range, I am very much tempted in entering a long position to hedge from my short. Now, please note here, I'm in this short position, taking a bit of profits as I've seen this swing failure from this level. You know, if I enter a long position, stop loss is all the way here. You know, that my short position is still going to be very much in you know, very much covering that stop loss, right? So what I want to explain here is that we've swing failured from the last official higher low, which is this one, and it's not this one. And that we've swing failured from this low, and the possibility here in creating a kind of a higher low double bottom and try and move to the upside to attempt to break the highs here. I'm going to say it's very, very possible. Okay, this is why I'm willing to risk, you know, have a very good risk management long position at this level. What level? Well, exactly the $22,600 range, right? Stop loss below the $22,350. So you can see there's a few $100 move. That movement is very, very possible. And why is it possible? Well, I'm going to give you this brief explanation, something very, very similar. What happened here the second week of January, second to third week of January, where we did kind of break the kind of structure here of this uptrend, as you can see, if you wish, something like this, right, where you are creating the higher lows and you break down with some decent amount of volume, okay, and you swing failure here from this low over here, as you can see on the chart, right? So you create that swing failure, you kind of break in structure. There is a little bit of volume here on the movement down. You get people very, very bearish at this range, potentially shorting on this bounce, and then you have, you know, a massive pumpy action, as you can see on the chart. So you swing failure, failed breakout here from the official kind of last lower high, because you can see right there, this is not it. You create a high right there, you're still creating higher highs, but from the last higher high, it's this one right there, and you create that swing failure pattern, right? As you can see, failed breakdown. What happens, of course, after this failed breakdown from this higher low is, you know, even though it looks like that you're well below structure, higher lows, you might think, oh my God, this is extremely bearish. We're going to roll back down from this level. So what I want to, you know, show you right there is the failed breakdown from this low, Fibonacci from this low to the local high that we do have here. You can see you get that perfect bounce at that 618 level, which is around about $20,600 range, right? This was all the way back here on the 18th of January. So something similar could basically happen after creating this failed breakout to the downside, right? Something very similar could happen. This is why, you know, my next trading scenario would be getting into a hedge long position, just in case there's not going to be enough steam to go lower. This is a failed breakout. When we break out from a channel like this, I expect a relatively, you know, sharp move to the downside. Not break out, you know, and start dancing around at this level. If you start dancing around at this level, you know, there's a high chance you might come back in the zone and claim this high and potentially break it. So we need to think ahead here on the probabilities. If I get into any long position, I want the best entry. Hey, if this starts pumping here from this range, which is a big resistance zone, I'm not going to lie, okay? It is resistance. We should be getting rejected, at least to test the 618 from this pump up, this local pump. There's big resistance at this zone, right? Exactly at $23,000. We only just slightly hit that level just a couple of hours ago, got rejected. We might come back up here again, slightly above 23K, then get rejected again. Even though if this does happen, I would still relatively, you know, get into a long position at this level. Like I said, guys, you know, the best clear example I could give you is from a few weeks back from this failed move down from higher lows, right? But this was more of kind of a wedgie scenario, right? Where you're creating, you know, really steep higher lows, slightly higher highs right there. Swing failure from this low, bang, 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 and you finally rocket to the upside. So we need to open ourselves to their possibility, right? If you haven't short at this level, I would be a little bit cautious shorting here, as we haven't really broken the real last higher low, which is this one right over here. It's not this one. So the reason why I think this is likely, and there's quite a lot of trap shorts already on this level, okay, on this move down. One of the main reasons why I think, you know, people will likely get excited on this movement down, and you'll get, you know, late shorters getting here for a potential move lower, and then get that reversal. You know, this happens many times on the chart, guys. The best example I could give you is this one right over here, right? Nothing more I can say. Failed breakdown from this, you know, structure, you know, not real breakdown from the structure, and then hit that 618 and have that price action to the upside. Open myself to that possibility. Have very, very good risk management for that possible scenario. We do have the stock market open in about 1 hour and 30 minutes, so we want to be a little bit cautious with these kind of movements on the stock market open. You could have a massive move down, massive move up, but overall it seems like this could be a very, very good play. Let me go through the comment section, say hello. Go Andy, let's go, let's announce the course, says Adiv. Yes, it's coming out very soon, guys. I cannot give you any official dates. It's coming out soon. In the short from 23,700, but pretty scared, says Duna, for a potential bounce. Yeah, like I said, the possibility on a bounce here is very, very possible, okay? It is possible after this swing failure from this low. Very much expecting this yesterday. We said, hey, we at support here, but the real higher low, last higher low from the structure is this one. What I would love to see is a failed breakdown from this low and actually coming down to test 618, consolidate, and then get into a nice risk management trade scenario. Okay, so I can get 2, 3, 4 risk to reward if we are going to get back acceptance. If we start trading above this range of $23,000 in the next coming hours, right? If it's going to come down or not and then come back up, there's no doubt in my mind we are going to test these highs, guys. This will be, a full recipe that this has been a failed breakdown, and we are going to move higher. So, yeah, analyzing the situation, I would love to see a drop here, guys, in the next coming hours during the live stream, because I would consider to have a very good risk management long position at this level to hedge, part of my short position that I do have here. Much love from Boston, says Maz. Amazing TA. Hope you feel better. Thanks again. I'm feeling quite better, bit better than yesterday. Energy is pretty good, so this is why I'm doing a live stream. If not, I would not be doing a live stream. So confused what would happen today. Was waiting for your live stream. Hey, yeah, it's very, very, very confusing. This hasn't been an explosive breakout. When volume is pretty average from the volume that we've had the last few days, right? Very similar spikes in volume. We haven't seen a massive red candlestick volume in this move down. And when we do not see this, usually when we have a large correction from an uptrend like this, consolidation, we want to see a sharp move down, right? Quick bounce up, then sharp move down, pretty sharp where everybody's panicking. I think this could be a bear trap in the short term, guys. It can be a bear trap in the short term. Of course, I am shorting from this high level, right? Getting into that short from the high. I would be happy enough to see if this, does continue down aggressively in the next coming hours. But I'm willing to open a hedge long position and protect it as soon as we claim the highs, guys. So what I could say is that that potential scenario that could happen is come down to the 618 after this failed breakdown from this high low of the 27th of January, create a slight higher low right there, get back into the zone as soon as these highs are hit, as we could create a double top scenario and finally come back down, is the moment I will protect my position right away. Because if we double top and come down, we are likely to break down. And that is what I could say here, looking at the 1 hourly time frame, what I could expect in the coming hours. Yeah, it's not a guarantee that we are going to come down here to the 50%, 618 level. Of course, we could have some pumpy action here slightly and then get rejected. I would still consider entering into a potential long position right over here for a bounce. There's going to be a big resistance here in between 23 and 23.1k level, okay? It's a big resistance zone. We like it or not. We got that daily level, as you can see here on the chart. Let me just quickly zoom out. We were getting supported from this yesterday. Daily level, basically from the close and open of the 28th and 29th of January. But we do have 26th and 27th at a very similar level right there. So it's a big resistance zone, we like it or not. It was support yesterday, as you can see here on the price action. We were getting supported from that daily level, finally breaking down, turning into resistance at this moment. So what we want to see, obviously, if we do get kind of a failed breakout from this zone like this, I would potentially consider a short for the 618. We're looking for kind of scalp and day trades. Invalidation point would be above this monthly level where we got very nicely rejected yesterday also. You can see it right over here, right? Look at this beautiful movement down, back up, testing the monthly level, and then coming straight down. If we were to get that movement up here and have this kind of price action, I would reconsider a short position. I would be aiming the lows here and the 618, where would be a take profit zone. And, my invalidation point would be above the monthly, which is above $23,300. And just accept that loss, right? It all depends on what reaction we do have, guys, right? So, we could pump. This is looking at the 1 hourly, guys. Remember, we're looking for these kind of day trades. We're looking for day trades here. And if we do, like I said, move up this high created a few hours ago, slightly above $23,000, maybe hitting 23,100. That is the daily. If we reject from that range, get back inside of the level, this will only be a zone, this $23,000, to potentially short all the way down at least to the 22.7 or 22.6 range, right? Which is going to be the 50% 618 from the actual local low to the local high, and claim this liquidity from this level, likely to come in, to the 618 range. Only if we do get rejected, of course. If we start pumping like crazy here, like this, I'm not going to short the pump. I need to see a little bit of a reaction at that range, meaning that we come back down on the next hourly candle and then enter the short position, right? So bang, 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 something like this, and then, consider entering into that short. If we do take a look at Fibonacci levels from this pivot last lower high, since we created the last lower low, we're basically hitting the 618. This is also why it's getting a kind of a reaction right there, getting a rejection. So you're almost hitting the daily level, almost basically hitting the 61865, hitting the higher low trend line here from this ascending channel. So there is there is resistance here. It would be absolutely beautiful to see a movement up and a failed break up, basically, right, from this resistance zone. Then I would consider a short position, getting an invalidation point here above the level, aiming for the lows. It's almost a 1-to-1 risk to reward. Risk to reward is not really huge here from the validation point. So if you do come up here to this monthly level, no doubt in my mind this is going to have this is likely to come and test the highs in the next coming days. If we were to get to hit the monthly level at 23.3, you're basically still creating higher lows. This is still a higher low as it is a failed breakout, and higher highs. You come back inside of the zone, you are basically still creating higher highs and higher lows. So short-term scenario here for me to trade Bitcoin, guys, and I'm just being totally transparent on this. Or I'm still in that short position, relatively small position. What I am waiting here is to see what kind of reaction we are going to have as soon as we claim these highs that we've just hit a few hours ago. These highs over here, which is exactly at 23K. We move up and fail to get above the range in the next coming hours. I will short this all the way down to this range. 618 22.6, 22.7 range. Once we come down to that level, a potential hedge long position with stop below this wick, because it's a swing failure from this level. You could get to the 618 and create a slightly double bottom with a higher low and get back in this range here in the next couple of days. Of course, you know, we got the interest rate decision in tomorrow. It's not today, it's tomorrow, and that is at, if I'm not mistaken, let me just quickly take a look, it's at 8 p.m. Central European time, so that is going to be about 2 o'clock if I'm not mistaken, in the US, 2 o'clock p.m. US, 8 o'clock p.m. Central European time. We're going to see a little bit of volatility, obviously positions protected, and just wait to see what happens once that FOMC meeting is over, basically. Not FOMC meeting, sorry, the interest rate decision. Let's take a look here at the community section. Say hello to everybody. How's everyone? Scotty, how are you? Thanks for joining the live stream. I got one of my mods here. Scotty, thank you. We have started to smash the like button before even Andy has started the streams, Sarin. Thank you very much. So let's just scroll down. Big bear flag on BTC, bear flag on Bitcoin. What time frames? Lower time frames. You're probably seeing this as a bear flag. Stay cautious. Stay cautious here. Stay cautious as this, you know, I don't like these many wicks over here. I would expect a correction down, but then a possible bounce back up. Of course, if these lows are hit, then I do think, you know, we are likely to have a much deeper correction, okay? So, yeah, like I said, you know, I've explained the scenarios. For me, this is a shorting level, depending on how we react. I don't want to see a slice through. Then obviously I will not short. Claim this high and dance around this level. I will, you know, enter a quick short position to come in and hit the lows here, or the 618 from this pump. That is my trading scenario here. The other long scenario would be coming down to that 618. And jump into a long position, because something very, very similar could happen, just like what happened here back in, you know, 18th, 19th of January, where you looks like you're breaking structure here. You swing failure from this low, come back down to the 618, bang, off to the races. Very, very possible. A lot of people believe so. That 25k range needs to be tested. This is the last macro lower high, the last levels that the bears need to defend. The bears need to defend this level. If this level is broken successfully in the next coming days, weeks, we are basically breaking the bear market structure. Last lower high, official last lower high here is at 25.2k level. So yeah, I mean, I think the bears are really going to try their best to defend this range. This is also going to be an interesting zone, guys, if we do claim it in the coming days. I strongly believe this level will not be broken easily. You could get a very heavy rejection from that level. So we'll be looking for trading opportunities at this high. Don't worry about that. We'll be looking for trading opportunities at the high there. So let's see what happens. Let's go through the comment section. Bear flag. I would be a little bit cautious with this being a bear flag. Scotty, thanks for joining. 19k incoming this week. Golden Fibonacci. 19k. Potentially, I would expect a deep correction. You know, still, all these trades are basically short-term trades for a potential scenario. Remember, I will be playing defensive trading. If I am long in this range, guys, I make sure to pay attention, because a lot of people will get confused here. I want to be a sniper. if I enter a trade here at the 618 from this, move down and we get a bounce, I will be defending my capital here from that entry, because we could hit the highs here, fail to break out, and crash down. You might think to yourself, oh, I thought we were going to come and test the highs as we, got into the 618 here and we were going to go higher. No, this is very, very fast and defensive trading, guys. This is basically going to be hedge long position against my short here. I strongly believe that we are finally going to successfully break down in the coming days, go lower and get a heavy correction. Short term, anything could happen. We need to, learn how to read the chart and the opportunities with good risk management to get into those trade scenarios. I mean, this trade is absolutely phenomenal. This trade that I got in here a couple of days ago, these are the trades that brings us gains, guys, at the end of the month. Only trades are like this, where you claim the high, you fail to break out, bang, bang, 618, 65, 50%. Boom, movement down. This is basically the same thing. And understanding that we haven't broken structure, basically, last high or low. We've broken trend line, okay? But trend line is not everything, of course. As you can see right over here, right? You could arguably discuss this broke high or low trend line. Did we have continuation to the downside? No. So we want to be well aware that just breaking a trend line is not the real case of a potential larger move down. So let's see. I would love to see that pumpy action here. If this does happen during the live stream, I would consider entering a live short position, guys. There's a massive resistance here at 23.1, 23k. Got the daily. We got 61865. We can slightly get above that level. Let's see what happens. We're getting a little bit of boring action. My trading zones here and here. To see what kind of reaction we have. Move down. Bang. Move up. Green Stimmy says, I was wrecked last night on a long that wicked straight through my stop loss. Lost 5x what I was supposed to do. Green Stimmy. You probably longed this range. We did talk about this level being support yesterday, but overall, talking about this level was the most important level to be hit, as it is the last official local high or low, right? Before creating a higher high, the last low from the next higher high is this one. So very much expecting a swing failure. It has happened, guys. Of course, when we talked about on yesterday's live stream a long position, we talked about it from this range, making this kind of price action. I want to be quite conservative and very disciplined and wait for my best entry to have a very good risk management and an invalidation point, because this could turn my trade into 3-4 risk to reward. Of course, I would love to see a movement up here and a rejection consolidation from this daily level. This could give me a relatively nice short trade. Get the stop loss above the monthly 23.3. Try and enter here closely to 23.1, slightly below. It's going to be very hard entry there. So yeah, this is what I'm expecting, guys. I will notify some on the Telegram group. Up or down it is going to go in the next coming hours. It's either going to go up. I'm going to have to wait for the reaction at that range, or it's either going to come down. Then I'll wait for this reaction over here, which is likely going to get a reaction and get a bounce. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Absolutely. Destroy the like button here for the algorithm, guys. 400 people watching the stream. This is what I'm expecting for Bitcoin. S&P 500, the stock market, ES. Yeah, something here on the ES. It is still in an uptrend structure here for the last few weeks. Higher highs and higher lows. It is still in an ascending channel, as we can see here. So, still trending up. What we can expect, like I said on a video update a few days ago, we could have this price action on the S&P 500 to come here to this level. I mean, it's pretty interesting. We explained this being very likely from the first pivot high level. This right over here. And we could be inside of this ABC correction that could come all the way to the fourth pivot. It is very, very possible, guys. This is the moment I will be bearish. As soon as we claim this fourth wave, I think it's going to be a failed breakout. That will be the epic short position. That is when the price will likely be it will be a top right there. This is the moment you're going to get everybody excited. Once you start breaking this high over here, you're going to start getting people excited with the stock market, saying, hey, it's bullish. We're probably going to go to all-time high. We've broken the lower high trend line here. As you can see, people are going to get a little bit overexcited. We're going to hit the fourth pivot level with the ABC correction, and we are likely to come crashing down in the next coming months. That is kind of my prediction here. Get people bullish, recession cancelled, we're moving higher. As soon as this high is claimed, guys, it's not going to be looking great. I will be looking for epic short positions at that level. On Prime XBT, of course, that is where I trade stock market S&P 500 using Bitcoin as collateral. Remember, you do have an insane bonus down below, guys. $7,000. You basically get 7% added to your deposit with Bitcoinsensus 50 as the promo code. Best exchange for me to trade stock market, oil, gold, forex. You know, there's all sorts of assets using crypto as collateral. You can use stable coins, USDT. You can use Bitcoin. You can use Ethereum if you wish. And you're trading, you know, different markets. Number one for me for trading markets with crypto, guys. You got an insane bonus to be claimed. 7% added to deposit. On Bybit, of course, my favorite for trading Bitcoin, Ethereum, other altcoins, of course. They have dozens and dozens of altcoins. They actually have hundreds of altcoins. You get $30,000 worth of bonus at the rewards hub, depending on what you deposit. It's another way to support the channel, okay, guys? You get the best bonus available, though. Remember that. So what if green line around 23,190 is likely to retest before going down? Green line, is this the daily level? This is exactly at $23,030 approximately. I'm not sure what green line you're talking about. But yeah, I think, you know, this is the thing, guys. The way I'm going to trade this, if I enter a short, I want to see a failed break above 23.1. A failed breakout from this high, from this daily, from this support level, from this consolidation. Failed movement up. And this is where I'll be entering a short position. Invalidation point at 23.3. Looking for these lows to be claimed. So there's almost, if you do get a good entry, you could potentially get a 2-to-1 risk to reward here on this move, or 1.5 risk to reward from your stop. Can't this be considered a Bart Simpson head? Yes, it can, but we can see the last one did not. The last one did not play out, right? We had the Bart Simpson pattern right over here, as you can see. This one should have come down here, right? That's a supposedly Bart Simpson, you know, and you could, I know there's a lot of people saying that this could also be one Bart Simpson pattern only on Bitcoin, and come down to the start of the level, right, of the pump. But that's just entertainment, okay, guys? It's not a real pattern. We need to go with, you know, real patterns, real data, and you know, scenarios for trading here. This time swing failure pattern has no volume, says Anurag, but in previous time it has decent volume, so I am accepting not the same. So this one has no volume compared to this one, you mean? I mean, this one has relatively good volume. I'm not sure if you are talking about this one on the 1 hourly time frame. This one has decent volume, like you say. And this one also has okay volume, right? Looking at the 1 hourly, you know, there is a spike in volume, if that is the comparison that you're making. Would be ideal to get a really good entry here on a correction. You know, if it does come down, get people shorting, and then, you know, trap the shorts and have them move up at the 618 after this failed breakdown, would be the ideal scenario for a long position here. Right. Right, let's go through. Smells like a live trade today. Yeah, let's take a look. Zigzag, zigzag, and then dump, says Crypto Zero. Hey, it would be absolutely phenomenal if we, you know, could make a live trade scenario here on Bitcoin. Anyway, if I don't do it live, you're going to know what I'm expecting here. Failed move up above 23.1. Failed move up, I will enter a short. Failed, basically a correction from this range to the 618, so I could have relatively good risk management. Expect a bounce here for a test of the highs. Protect position, obviously, as soon as you are in pretty decent profits. Andy, are you still sick? Yes, I am. Basketballs. Yes, I am. Ideal situation, we approach 25k towards FOMC meeting tomorrow. Hawkish talk, massive swing short. Yeah, that would be the ideal, right? But we do not live in an ideal world. So that would be really nice, of course. You know, get some pumpy action in between today and tomorrow. Start hitting 25,000. I mean, that would be already a $2,000 pump, right? From where we at right now. I don't think this is going to happen in a matter of a couple of days. Today's the monthly close as well, guys. And I was very much expecting that this monthly close would be below 23,300. That is the, you know, this is a huge monthly level. A monthly close above this range could be quite bullish. Even though February could be bearish, you know, I would expect a bounce and come back up potentially from this monthly level. But if we close below, then this would be a failed attempt. I would expect February to come at least down, potentially to test this monthly level at 20,500 or even lower. I don't see February being bullish, guys, after this massive January pump. I don't see February, you know, breaking out here and going to 30k levels. It's just unlikely, in my opinion. I think we're going to see a relatively bearish February. And he sounded like he smoked 60 cigarettes a day. Hope you get better soon, bro. Yeah, I do not smoke at all. So that is not the case. Andy, you're not lactose intolerant, are you? No, not that I know of. Andy need to boof a cone, says Anarco. No. I used to many years ago. Not anymore. Andy, you didn't check yesterday's crab pattern on BTC on the daily till 23,900, and now it is retracing till 21,700. Right, let me explain. Crab, what crab pattern, what time frame? What time frame for the crab pattern? I think we talked about this. This could not be the crab pattern, basically. Yeah, this was not it. This was not the crab pattern. Let me know. Give me the coordinations, guys, because we do have lots of pivot highs and lows. Sorry, what's his name there? Harris, give me the coordinates. It's easy to give me coordination. It says, you know, X high from the 26th, you know, A low from the 27th. Give me the coordinates here in the comment section so we can take a look, because this is not basically the crab pattern here. Let me know from what coordinates. Right, do you mean this one right over here? Because we have talked about this. We have talked about this potentially being a crab pattern. This is basically from this pivot high of November to the pivot low. You could arguably discuss this one or this one, doesn't really matter. To this pivot high, 50% Fibonacci retracement. To this low over here, 618 range. 618, 66 approximately, round about that level. Massive move up to the upside here. To the 3.618, basically. So, yeah, could arguably discuss that this has been the crab pattern right there. We talked about this level being massive resistance at this range, as we are hitting the 3.618 expansion from this high to the low really, really nicely, as you can see here on the chart. So, which is at 23,700. We went slightly above it. Talking about this major zone being massive resistance. Right, guys, not much going on here with the price action. Let's see if we do have that correction down to 23.6 range. That is the interest level that I'm looking at here on Bitcoin for that major pump. I am shorting every spike, says Orag. Yeah. Stay cautious, stay cautious. I am also shorting. I think, you know, if I enter a long position, it's only for hedging and I will stay defensive, right? I think it's unlikely that we do go to this high, but it's a possibility. It's a possibility. We haven't broken major structure here, like I said. We've only broken a trend line. The real last high or low from this range is this one. It is not this one. Okay, so we are getting some resistance from this level. Yes, we could actually, you know, reject from this range. It would be a normal thing to do, but it's not really, you know. And we swing failured from the last higher low level, guys. If it does come down, I am entering along, and I'm in a relatively tight stop loss here as an invalidation. You don't want to long here. And price comes down and long, price comes down and long, and ladder into a long position here and use up 50% of your trading account. No, have an invalidation point, have a plan and trade that plan, okay? Because A lot of people got wrecked last week. A lot of people. I could see it in the comment section. I could see private messages on the Telegram. People getting wrecked with Aptos. People shorting the massive big pumps. Stay cautious. Doge about to pump. Anti-Gartley, 13th September, 22nd to the 25th of January. Anti-Gartley, 13th of September. th of September to the 22nd to 25th of January. I don't see that. No. Sim Games. Doge about to pump. Why is Doge about to pump? Let's take a look at it right away. Got someone here saying he is shorting every pump. Stay cautious. We are basically still trending up. Play defensive trading. Play defensive trading, please. Doge about to pump. It did create this kind of wedgy scenario here. Slightly lower lows, lower highs. I do see it pumping in the next coming days and a couple of weeks potentially. If Bitcoin does pump, stock market pumps, it will help. If stock market and Bitcoin dumps, yeah, I do see this just turning around. So overall, it could pump nicely. I mean, this was a very much kind of predictive pumpy area at the 7 cent level, and the reason why was you basically double bottom from this range, you break out from this resistance zone, and you have a massive explosive breakdown here. You create a double top on the shorter time frame, swing failure, you come back down. Beautiful levels of bouncing right there. There's a clear bouncing level at 7 cents. Could we go higher? Yeah, absolutely yes. I'm not a fan of doing analysis on Dogecoin. Doge will pump when Elon tweets, says Darren. Crypto Lifer, how are you doing? Thanks for the super chat. It feels good to give. May you be blessed. Loved your Sky video. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Cryptolifer. We should do a collaboration soon, my man. I've seen a few of your videos. Pretty cool. We should do a live stream. A live stream or collaboration. Not feeling great. It's not going to be this week. Cryptolifer in the room. Yes, sir. What about Flow? Daniel says, what about Flow? Let's take a look at Flow. Why not? I'm trying to stay away from altcoins, guys, for the moment. Not much to say about Flow. Still trending down. Still trending down. You might think to yourself, well, we're just kind of about to break this trend line. It might possibly break it. Yeah, real last lower high is this one right there. Big resistance, big resistance. Still trending down, not much to say. You might have a failed breakout from the highs here on Flow. Oh yeah, ski. I love your ski video. Yeah, sorry, not Sky, ski video. Yeah, this is when I went skiing about a month ago. Yeah, not Sky. Yeah, I'm not too well, guys. So not 100% here. So stay cautious with any trading ideas on Bitcoin, guys. I'm not 100%. Play defensive trading here at this range. Stay extremely cautious. at resistance at the moment. We did swing failure from this low. Would expect a bounce at the 618. Overall, happy to hold my short, as I do expect a larger correction, guys. We've been pumping like crazy for the last few weeks. It makes sense that at some point, whether we hit 25k or not, I personally think we're not, before a sharp correction, come down to this range, basically of 21k levels. It's likely that liquidity grab, this is a liquidity grab below these high lows that needs to be hit. We're getting a bit of pumpy action at the moment. Let's take a look at the lower time frames. Yeah, this is what I want to see right now. Claim the highs, bang, come back down, get this kind of price action. Then a nice short could be triggered with an invalidation of above 23.3. Let's see if that does happen. Live, I would be willing to short this as a day trade scalp. If it's a day trade, I'll do it on Prime XBT. I'm already in that swing short here on Bitcoin, on the US dollar tether pair. Yeah, I've got this limit order ready here, as you can see, just to get it close to entry. It's already got a stop loss at below the wick here, just in case we have a massive movement down. I'm not a massive guy, I don't usually enter at limit orders. They're usually market orders or get the limit order very close, just because of fees basically. But usually execute as soon as I see a reaction. But that is ready there for a potential hedge long from this level with stop loss below the highs. I'm ready to put that at entry. So yeah. DXY is playing games. DXY is playing games. Yes, it is. It looks like it was going to break up. No, it hasn't. It had a bit of pumpy action, in between yesterday and today. Bit of pumpy action. Not much going on. I think we're probably going to come back down to the lows. This is where Bitcoin's going to get that pump. Maybe S&P 500 as well. Then I would expect, still expecting this range to hold. Claim liquidity below this low kind of thing. Failed breakdown. And, we should be shooting up here in the next coming weeks. Let's see what happens. Tomorrow is going to be a big day to see what happens with the CPI data, guys. The interest rate decision, which is basically very likely going to be 25 basis points. If it's 50 basis points, wow, market will dump hard. DXY will probably get a pump because of that, giving some value on the dollar. If it is 50 basis points, which I think is unlikely, it's very likely going to be 25. Even though people think that 25 is going to be, right, we're hitting the highs here. Even though a lot of people thinking that 25 basis points is going to be bullish for the market, it really should not be bullish for the market. It should be bearish. So I will not trade the decision tomorrow of interest rates. I will do a live stream just to check out the volatility, see where we're at on the price action, and see if we could take advantage. Pumping BTC, yeah, we've claimed that high. Claimed this high. This already looks good enough for that failed breakout and that corrective move. I would like to see a little bit higher. We only hit the $23,040. Strong daily level, 618. I would like to see slightly higher and a consolidation below the highs. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. Yeah, correction likely. Correction is likely from this zone. 23, 23.1. Um, 25 is what traders are expecting, so it'll be neutral. Yeah, it's probably priced in already. We're not going to see much volatility. Obviously, in the immediate short term, we will see some spikes up and down, but BTC is pumping. Yeah, it's pumping slightly here to this level. DXY dumping slightly, just a little bit, and S&P 500 is getting a little bit of pumpy action. What do you think, guys? Is this a very, very possible theory on the stock market? It's going to be bullish still in the next coming weeks, potentially to hit 4,300 points. This is the S&P 500 before we get the drop. This is a moment where we are likely going to get a lot of people bullish, as we are going to be, breaking very well the lower high macro trend line here. But the real last lower high is this one right over here, and not this one. If we were to have created here in December a low, this would have been the last lower high. But as we did not create a lower low in December, and the last lower low was this one, the last lower high was this one over here. And if this level is tested in the coming weeks, guys, it's going to be my swing short level, while many others are going to be bullish, as we are breaking out from lower high trend line, and I think it's just going to be a massive trap. We are likely going to come down. As my take here on S&P 500, very, very likely scenario. A bit of pumpy action here on Bitcoin. Let's see if we do get that movement here, consolidation, exhaustion, sideways action in between this $23,000 range. That would be the ticket here for exhaustion and a move down, guys. So far, it's still trying to attempt to break the level. We don't want to catch, a pump in a short position. Wait for the exhaustion. Very low volume on this Bitcoin pump. Yeah, very, very low. Very low. What about flow? Yeah, we've checked flow, or did we check flow or not? Nothing much to say about flow. Still trending massively to the downside. As you can see on the daily here. Maybe a test of the highs. Overall, not expecting a successful breakout here on flow from this massive downtrend, right? Not much I can add up on flow here. We're not going to do a full analysis, as we are focusing on Bitcoin stock market. Yeah, this is very, very much true, Zach. A lot of people, requesting for a lot of altcoins, and I don't really like doing analysis on altcoins, as you do need, quite a lot of time to get the levels right, get Fibonacci time, real trend. This is just anybody could do this. What I'm doing right now, right? We're still trending down. I'm not relatively excited for this to be bullish. And that's it. I would need, at least 30 minutes to do a decent enough analysis on potential projections we could have on altcoins that are requested here. The requests of altcoins that are given to me here on the live stream, they're just quick and fast, get it. I'm not bullish. If we break this, break that, or that, the proper analysis is done on Bitcoin. The proper analysis is done on Bitcoin for those opportunities. I do have the levels marked up here. I do understand the structure, which is the last high or low. What are the possibilities? How can I trade this? How can I play defensive trading? Show you the positions that I'm in right now. How am I making gains on the market here with Bitcoin? Being transparent about it. It's the one that I dominate, and the ones that I share my knowledge here for some potential scenarios. So yeah, it's very, very hard. Stock market as well, overall stock market as well, relatively good doing the analysis. I'm going to start focusing a lot on Ethereum. Ethereum is the one that I'm going to be doing a lot of analysis, but not much the altcoins, guys. It's not worth doing trading 10 different markets, because with my experience, I'm a worse trader trading 10 altcoins than actually focusing on one or two. Andy, can we take a short trade? Bitcoin broke out above. Yeah, no, it hasn't broken just yet. It looks like it. It looks like it. Don't worry, this is going to probably take some time. If we start having this price action going to 23.2 and start trading at this range, guys, this is likely going to be bullish. This is likely going to be bullish. We start trading at this zone successfully, this will likely be bullish. We might be trending up to the highs here in the next couple of days. However, if we do get rejected in the coming hours, trade back below this level, this is going to come down to test the 618 very, very likely, or the lows. Very, very likely. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. Now I'm going to get ready for my next trade scenario. Get rejection, bang, bang, sideways action here in the next couple of hours. This happens, yeah, I'm entering a short. Not now, not yet. Especially if we do continue trading above 23k daily level. If we get trading above this level, yeah, I'm not interested. Not interested in shorting. I want to see acceptance below this range. I mean, ideal scenario here for a long would have been to come down and test the 22.6, 22.7 after this failed breakout from this last higher low. One movement down here would have been ideal. You would be in a relatively nice long position at this moment, protected. But sometimes the price will just not give us that beautiful entry. I really like the good entries. I only like to get into very nice, good entries, guys. Just like this one that happened a few days ago, right? I'm still in this short position from the highs. Claim the highs, back down, acceptance, jump into a trade. So, this low was hit this morning, late last night, sorry. Would have been nice to get another move down here for that nice long. You would be in pretty relatively nice profits, position protected, riding a free trade, just in case you do have that momentum in the next coming hours, a couple of days, to claim the highs again. But trading is not perfect. We need to adapt to the market situation. Sometimes it will not give us that beautiful entry, but I am ready for a short trade here. If we do not successfully break above this level, I would consider a short in the next coming hours. Let's see if we fail to move up here from this high and get acceptance back below, guys. That's going to be my ticket for a short. We're gonna have to wait patiently the next coming hours. I don't think Bitcoin is going to give up the 21,900 pullback either. New York Open will decide where we go, says Tvirik. Yes, very possible. Pumping up here pretty nicely on Bitcoin. We'll take a look at some other resistance levels that we do have. Let me just double check here. Okay. Got the daily. 4 hour. Yeah, the only resistance that I do see here is the 23.3, apart from the 23k daily level, right, where we do have that green horizontal line here. We got higher low support level. You know, we should be seeing this to be confident for a short. I want to see a rejection. I want to see a failed acceptance back inside of this support level trend line and below the daily level. Very low volume at the moment. I would expect a rejection here. I would expect a rejection and not successfully getting above 23.3. 23.1, 23.2 maximum on this movement with a little bit of volatility. One of the main reasons why is the volume, guys. You know, this is also one of our favorite strategies. The volume breakout strategy. There's not a huge amount of volume on this movement down, but the low range with the wick is at 23.8, 23.08, 23,180. Look at this. And this is the back also of this candlestick. This is a relatively powerful candlestick, okay? We like it or not. To the downside, we are testing the first movement down here with relatively high volume. It's a little bit of a risky short. If you want to jump into a short right now, I want to wait acceptance, guys, because it's the same shorting here with a stop loss here, aiming for the 618, these lows right now. High probability scenario from this range to come to the 23.7, 23.6 maybe. And stop loss here, because if you do hit this level, you are likely to come back up. It would be silly to add to a short position, because if you start hitting 23.3, you are likely going to hit 23.8, 23.9 highs from the 29th. So everybody, you know, but to get into a higher probability trade scenario here for me would be trade back down this last higher high from this local range. Then I would get into a short position with higher probability. That's what I'm going to do. Protect position as soon as you come and hit the lows. Right? Play defensive trading. Yep. I want to see the price trading below 23k in the next coming hours before I take the decision of getting into the short. Yep, that's what I'm waiting for, guys. Let's see. Let's see the next coming hours. I will be, you know, just waiting patiently to hear for Bitcoin. I will likely short this on Prime XBT. It's going to be a day trade. Already in a short here on the US dollar tether pair. I got my Bitcoin out of the exchange of Bybit. I'm mainly a full in tether right now on Bybit trading. Let's see. No, we are not Moonboy Kendall, says Chris. Yeah, guys, we need to zoom out a little bit and understand how bullish Bitcoin has been for the last few weeks, guys. Going from $16,000, $17,000 all the way up to almost 24. So this is almost in less than 1 month, an $8,000 pump. Almost, more like 7,000, right? But from the lows of December to the highs, it's a 46% pump, almost 47. Very, very big pump in 1 month for Bitcoin, right? So that corrective move is just having higher probabilities every single time, especially after this price action, guys. There was a bullish Gartley earlier. What time frame? Bullish Gartley. Let me know on what time frame. Was that on Bitcoin? Yeah, no bullish Gartley here that I can see on the lower time frames. 20 say incoming, says Jarko. Start a poll. I'm going to say, does 27K, does 25K come first? Comes before 21K? Let me know, guys, in the comment section. In the poll right now. Right? Does 25K come before 21K? We're right in the middle right now at 23K. So what comes first? What comes first from this price action, guys? What do you think? I'm going to say 21K. I'm going to say we could pump here, but not all the way up to 25K. 25K first or 21K first? What do you think? Let me know in the poll. I'm going to stick to 21K. Come on, guys. We need a correction after this massive momentum. Would be surprised if we go to 25K without a deeper correction. Does 25K come before 21K? We got 100 votes already in just a matter of seconds, and people are saying that no. 55% of people saying no, 25K does not come first. 21K comes first. It's almost a 50-50 though. Joke question, have you ever traded at less than 1 minute time frames? Actually, I haven't. I have checked out the 15-second candlestick, but no, my lowest time frame has been the 1 minute traded. I have checked the 15-second candlestick just to see the high volumes levels, but yeah, for scalping, yeah, the 1 minute is the lowest, I guess. But if I've checked the 15-second time frame, then yeah, I would say yes. I would say 15 seconds has been the lowest candlestick that I've checked for scalping. If you want 25K, we need a 21K correction, says Awandi. Yeah, very possible. Let's see. Hey, so far this is having a little bit of momentum here to the upside. Stock market seems like it is having a little bit of bullish momentum as well. I got a horrible cough, guys, as you can see. Not feeling great. Andy, I'm in a swing long from 22.8K. Absolutely phenomenal. That is pretty good. Pretty good. I would be defending my capital. If you're in a swing long from 22.8, yeah, I would defend my capital, okay? It looks like we are kind of trying to get above this range. But there's a lot of resistance, okay, at this zone. As you can see, we're already getting a reaction. If we do successfully get above 23.2, 23.3, start hitting that level, then yeah, it's going to be likely bullish momentum in the next coming days, guys. Depending on the interest rate decision as well tomorrow. But stay cautious. I'm not sure if you did long this 22.8K level because of the swing failure from this low, the official last higher low. I mean, like I said, this is not an official breakdown, guys. If we do break down from this higher lows, higher highs, most of the people are going to be thinking, we've broken structure, this is it, the start of the correction. No, guys, we want to be extremely cautious. This could shoot up here. We haven't broken the structure. It's very much mentioned yesterday. Till we do not break successfully this low, this is still trending up. This is still an uptrend. Even though we've broken the support level. Just a quick explanation for anybody. It's relatively new. This is not the last higher low. This one, sorry, is not the last higher low. It's this one. As you do not create a higher high here, it is created here. So that makes the last higher low this one, not this one. So stay cautious, all of those people that want to short at this range. I'm waiting for acceptance down, guys. Not jumping into a short yet. Soon as we do see this start trading back down the daily and this low over here, that is going to be the moment we are likely losing it, guys. We haven't successfully moved up. Definitely not shorting now, guys. Definitely not shorting now. The next coming, 1 to 2 hour candles could be something like this. Only if the next couple of hour candles are going to be like this, I would consider entering that short right there as soon as we get acceptance back below the last high. That's it. Waiting patiently. This is still pumping. Sup traders, Spin, how are you doing? 99% of humanity still has to adopt crypto. Come on, buy now and at 8, 10k ladder in. Yep, dollar cost averaging. I haven't bought Bitcoin for the last few weeks actually. Scalp short from naked point of control. Right, let's take a look at that scenario right away. Very, very possible. Let's take a look at the session volume profile. And take a look at naked point of control. Yeah, I mean, this is a potential rejection point, no doubt. Spot on you. I'm not doing, my full analysis as I am, being in bed and also being in the sofa, having my hot, cup of lemon with ginger and honey so I can get better. But yeah, we got a naked point of control basically from yesterday right there. It is also the high volume candle, from, yesterday basically. This is on the 15 minute. I would see the 1 hourly. We're just about to hit it. This is exactly at 23,130. Oof. It's a bit of a risky scalp short, not going to lie. But yeah, you could get in, protect position as soon as you get into, decent profits. Invalidation point above, of course, the monthly level. Yeah, it's an interesting zone. My best trading scenario for me would, like I said, would be seeing that rejection on the price. As soon as I see that rejection and come back down the daily and this high, that is going to give me my shorting opportunity. I will see that the price has got exhausted. It's got a rejection. The price action will confirm it's rejecting. So we are likely to come down here to at least the 618, the low range, if we do see this kind of price action, guys. So why not wait and see the confirmation and have a higher probability than actually jumping in right now as we pumping, right? Because you're shorting into the pump, right? Why are we shorting into a pump if it's still pumping? Pump sideways, get below here this resistance zone, then confirm that short position. It's the same as here, guys. I mean, I've probably said this, dozens and dozens of times. The reason why I'm in this short position from 23,700, 800 range, slightly below 23,800, I did not short this spike over here. So I did not short the breakout from the highs, thinking that we were going to reject, because I do not know. You could still pump. The moment I shorted is when we got below this low level again. It was a failed breakout. Got in at 50%, 618 range, even was hit also. Absolutely beautiful short position. Still holding partially of that short. It's not a big short. So you shorting this pump right now, you don't know when this is if this is gonna end. You want to see a reaction. You want to see acceptance back below the last higher high locally, basically, which would be this one, below the daily. Then it will be easy to short, in my opinion. You could also have a relatively tight stop loss above the high, last high. Hey, this is still pumping. No way I'm going to short a pump. It's just not. It's not a smart thing to do. Be patient, guys. You got that damn right, David. ES is pumping only to dump on market opening 30 minutes. Very possible as well. Are we pumping just to dump? We are basically hitting that naked point of control at this moment from yesterday. The highest volume node from yesterday is just being hit right now, slightly above it. I would expect a rejection from this point. I mean, obviously, like I said, if this price action happens, that would be my shorting level. Because you are likely going to get, if you get acceptance back below this level, this last high, that is it, guys. You are likely going to come down. You can try and short this range. It's the point of control from yesterday, naked point of control, invalidation point above this last lower high, which is exactly at 23,300. It's giving you a better entry, yes. You got a relatively tightish stop loss for a potential relatively nice gain here to claim 22.7, 22.6. I mean, because of the risk management, you could take it, but you're getting in short. You're shorting into a pump, so you need to be a little bit cautious and accept that loss if it does happen, because you're basically shorting a pump. Of course, you will have less risk to reward if you do get that confirmation of exhaustion, get below this last higher low, but you have a higher probability trade scenario right there, guys. I will get into this short if we do get that movement down. We're claiming below 22,700, these last higher lows, and potentially the 618 from the low to the high, which is below 22,700. So, yeah, it's not that low anymore because we've gone higher. I'll be aiming for 22,680 approximately. Is the 618 from this pump. Let's see, we're having a bit of a rejection at the moment. Just at the naked point of control, so that was a good level of resistance, spot on here. Andy, could you please show me how to measure Fibonacci? Where is the starting point on the bottom of a pump? Is there a bottom of first green candle? Your analysis always much appreciated. Thank you. Wow. I mean, I'm not sure. Could you explain how to measure Fibonacci? Where's the starting point on the bottom of the pump? Well, it depends on what time frames, but overall, what I could show you is clear pivot highs and clear pivot lows. Okay, so yeah, it all depends on what time frame. Because on the low time frame, like I said, there's a clear pivot low here, clear pivot high for the moment. If we do get a correction, so you got a Fibonacci impulse. This is Y618. Low time frame, like I said, the level that I shorted here from the failed breakout, I took Fibonacci from this clear pivot high to the clear pivot low. As soon as I had this price action right over here pumping, it's a clear pivot high and it's a clear pivot low. Then you can use fib levels for a potential stop. You can see, price not managing to get above successfully the 618 Fibonacci once we had this movement down. So that was my trigger point for that short that I entered. I entered a little bit late at the 50% Fibonacci approximately from this move down, but expecting that movement to go lower. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you very much for joining the stream. We do have the market open in 25 minutes. Stay cautious. You might see a bit of volatility. You know my game plan here for Bitcoin. We get acceptance back down here. I'm going to be looking for that nice short position to at least the 22,680, which would be the 15-minute close range here. It would be the 618 from this pump. It's a nice little day trade. If we do consolidate at this level, I will potentially consider entering into a long, guys. Stay cautious. The reason why is because of this swing failure. If we do come down, with swing failure, the last higher low, it's not this one. It's not this one, guys. It is this one. This could still get pumpy action if it comes down to the 22.6, 22.7. If this kind of price action forms, I would be willing to enter a hedge long position against my short. That is the game plan that I'm looking here for the next coming hours, guys. Stay safe. Defensive bullish. Hope you enjoyed the info, the realistic analysis here on the chart, okay, showing you the potential scenarios, showing you where I could pull the trigger. Thank you, everyone. Check out the links down below, okay? There's insane bonuses on Bybit and PrimeXBT, my favorite trading platforms. Got very good bonuses, okay? It's another way to support the channel, of course, as well. Smash up the like button on your way out, and I will see you in the next one.